Raise African gray parrots. African gray parrots are a very interesting pet to keep. They are very intelligent and they can have very strong and very unique personalities. Some even consider these birds as bordering on being neurotic, which is exactly what makes them so fascinating. These birds can also be very loyal, especially if you have socialized and raised the African gray parrots very well. If you have one, here are some steps that you should follow to raising your bird. Talk and human interaction. Start by making sure that you interact with your bird as soon as you get them. Most of the problems that the African gray parrots have stem from the fact that they do not have enough interaction with their owners. Remember that in the wild, the African gray parrot is a part of a large flock of birds and they socialize well with each other. In captivity, the only other creature that your bird can turn to is you, which is why you need to make sure that you spend some quality time with your bird. Talk to your bird so that it will learn to talk back. You can also teach your bird basic tricks. Cage. Next, make sure that you choose a cage that is large enough for the parrot. Although the African gray parrot is only a medium-sized bird, you need to make sure that the cage where the parrot lives is large enough to allow the bird to stretch its wings. You also need to make sure that head wire mesh on the sides of the cage are strong enough to keep the bird from chewing its way out, and that the bird cannot get its beak in between the cage wires. These birds are known for chewing on bar cages. Bath. At least once a month, you need to give your bird a gentle bath. This will keep the feathers very moist. When the bird is too dry and too warm, it will try plucking out its feathers. There are some African gray parrot owners who actually have very large cages that accommodate as bird bath. Not only do the birds appreciate the extra space, but they also love taking regular baths, especially during summer. Toys. You also need to make sure that the birds have enough toys to keep them occupied. These birds are very smart, and will not be satisfied or happy by just sitting around in their cages all day long while waiting for food to come. Make sure that you give them chew toys, and that you change the chew toys every couple of days so that the bird will not lose interest. Finally, try giving your bird a scratch once it is comfortable enough with you. These types of birds love to get scratched, and is a form of affection for them. Be careful, however, since some African gray parrots naturally nip to show affection. If this is the case, you need to wear gloves whenever petting the parrot. With these in mind, you should be able to raise a happy and healthy African gray parrot.